Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So finally I had time to look into the NHS contract that Palantir has gotten, and I'm finally ready to make a video about it that is maybe useful to you guys. So as always, if you like this video, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and you can say hi to me on Twitter. Vince is bullish. I try to publish content there and it's going pretty good. I think it's soon going to overtake my YouTube, so maybe I'm better at Twitter than YouTube. Anyways, come and say hi to me there. So two things. Palantir has had the first real pullback in a long time, which I think is really good. Today the stock fell, more than 8%, and as always it doesn't mean anything, to me at least, because I'm a very long-term investor. All I know is nothing can continue to go straight up, so this was to be expected. Some people said don't buy at 10 because it's going to pull back, and then some people said don't buy at 12, it's going to pull back. And then, what do you know? How did that advice work for you? It went to 16 and 17, and now it finally pulled back to 14 point something. So I still have the same advice. If you do your own evaluation, and if you look at your time frame, and if you think that the stock is within a range that it makes sense for you to buy, you have to go ahead and pull the trigger. But I mean, I would also acknowledge that ideally you would have watched my videos and bought when Palantir was at $6, because Palantir at $14 is not the same as when Palantir was at $6. Your risk profile, your win and loss ratio, and everything is different. But yeah, do your own evaluation. If it's still a buy, make sure that you don't miss this opportunity this time. So that was the stock of Palantir, and now let's look at the company of Palantir. What is happening? So we know that Palantir has been gunning for this all-important NHS contract with England, which would mean that they would take care of the national healthcare or patient data, 70 million people in the UK, and it would be a huge door to be opened for Palantir, because I think that then other nationalities where they have nationalized healthcare could actually look at Palantir. And so this is a very big and very important contract to win for Palantir. So now I don't understand why it's taken this long, because as far as I understand, we should have got an announcement about this contract. My idea is that the UK is extremely bureaucratic and they are running into something. So it looks like that they had an old platform and then they made this tender for a new platform, which is called the Federal Data Platform. But they're so late on this, and this platform is expiring, so they had to make a bridge solution, something that exits the old solution and goes into the new solution. And that was a 25 million pound contract, and they happened to award this to Palantir, which is very peculiar, because in my opinion, why would you award this contract to a company that is other than the company that is going to win the actual NHS deal, like the huge contract? It doesn't make any sense. So I think that that contract is in the bag and has been for a long time. It's just the NHS is running into some bureaucracy. If you want to see the true UK bureaucracy, you can watch a show on Amazon Prime called Clarkson's Farm Season 2. It's maddeningly shocking how much bureaucracy the UK has, and then you understand maybe why this contract takes so long to get done. So let's look at some highlights. NHS England awards a 25 million pound contract to Palantir to transition to the Federal Data Platform. NHS England has awarded a new 12-month contract worth 25 million to the US data analytics giant Palantir to transition its current projects with the health service to the new Federal Data Platform supplier, for which a 480 pound contract is expected to be awarded in the coming months. So funny, this expected to be awarding in the coming months is almost since the beginning of the year that we are reading this. Again, no clue what is happening. The new Palantir Foundry transition and exit contract, which was announced on the government contract signed at noon on Tuesday, had a start date of June 12th. So that is pretty much the day after it was announced. No, it was it was backdated basically. It looks like. So it was effective immediately. It's designed to provide a smooth transition and exit service of critical products that were developed to respond to the COVID-19 pandemic for COVID-19 and elective recovery purposes. To alternative provisions, including the transition of products to the new FDP AS supplier following completion of the procurement process and award to the FDP-AS supplier according to the description on the contract side. So it's a lot of mumbo jumbo. The point is that Palantir is being hired to exit their own contract and transition into their new contract, and it's pretty good. This is a very bullish sign for me, and again, this contract is going to be super important for the future. It's going to be a proof of concept that Palantir can be trusted with another nation's 70 million patients' data, and they can, take care of this data, not leak this data, and not sell this data. And if they can show actual results, I believe they will get a lot of other customers like this. So there you go. This is the long and short of this contract. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.